was pretty exciting to see a radio station come to life, even though it began as a very, very low power 10-watt station that covered basically just the city of Oswego.
People have been there for many years, making contributions that have built out a radio station that is highly regarded nationwide.
It was a remarkable time to see this come to life and to be run by professionals and learn from professionals, those of us who wanted to make a career in either radio or television.
As in any organization, it is a privilege to work with hardworking, dedicated, productive staff, and at WRVO, that's just absolutely the gold standard.
We had a general manager, Bill Shigley. We had a program director, John Hurlbut. They had another station manager who was John Krause. Those guys were like the three legs of a stool who were the backbones of WRVO.
The founding fathers of the station. Dave Nellis, who was a faculty member in the speech and theater department at the time in the late 60s. I give him lots of credit for helping sell the idea that a radio station would be a good thing for Oswego to have, and for the eventual hiring of Bill Shigley.
It was very clear to me from day one that he had a very determined vision for the station, that it would be educational, that it would grow over time, and certainly it has done that.
He became our first manager, and one of the greatest friends and mentors that I have ever had, along with Dave Nellis. Taught me so much about the business, and he was quite the perfectionist in a way. He passed on to so many employees over the course of time. And one of the very first programs on the station was something that he had begun in Indiana at Purdue, and that was called the Reader's Corner, where he would take a half hour every day and read a book.
In the late 90s at WRVO was a very exciting time. I think one key moment in the history was when they were moving to an all-news format, and with that came the introduction of broadcasting 24 hours a day. When I first started, the program, the radio station, turned off at 11 p.m., which was very unique at that time for radio stations. But the move to a 24-hour format and a 24-hour news format really helped the station grow in new and different ways in the community.
One of the responsibilities of any manager, of course, is to administer the station within the resources available to it, but what really makes it work is the dedicated, hardworking staff, many of whom have been associated with the station almost since the beginning. To me, the most important purpose of being a manager is to administer the mission. And by that I mean making sure that everybody who is on the staff and associated with that mission is focused on it.
My involvement with the station began when I was a 20-year-old junior at Oswego in January of 1969, and continued on through the time I was 60 years old in the spring of 2009.
My years at WRVO, when I loved being on the air and doing play-by-play football, and working as a disc jockey down in Syracuse in my second semester, my junior, and all of my senior year. You know, that led me to a full-time job when I graduated.
I worked at WRVO from about 1994 until 2011. Over that time, I worked in a couple of different positions, from operations director to working on the programming side, and eventually becoming the development director.
I'm Jeff Windsor, I'm the chief engineer.
My name is Pam Canteen, I'm the business manager.
In 1997, I was hired full-time. We did some production. I spent a lot of time on the air running underwriters, reading weather forecasts, and handling those transitions between programs.
I started in the summer of 1996 as the office manager. Anything behind the scenes I had my hand in. Anything that fell on my desk I did, whether it was helping with grants or helping in membership helping our general manager.
In 1998, I moved into the engineering department as the assistant chief engineer. From that point forward, I've been in charge of everything technical here at WRVO. So audio quality, equipment repairs, installation of new equipment, design of systems.
Membership makes up the biggest portion of our revenue, and underwriting is right behind that. So it's very important that our members and our underwriters make that contribution and support WRVO. And it's nice to walk into a place of business and hear WRVO on radio in a place of business and know they support it and they're promoting us as well to their customer base.
As I moved into engineering, we started installing computers. So we moved away from editing audio on reel-to-reel machines with razor blades, splicing blocks, and grease pencils to being able to edit digitally. Right now, WRVO uses a satellite uplink system to distribute its programming to most of its repeaters. In the 2000s, WRVO added a number of radio stations, WRVD, transmitter in Norwich, transmitter in Geneva. This growth was driven by WRVO's general manager, John Kraus. He did a lot here. He did just about every job in the station. Right now I'm looking at different distribution methods. We could use the internet. It's come a long way in the 20 years that we've been using the uplink. Certainly the ability to listen to WRVO anywhere in the world that has an internet connection is really something, and that will only continue to expand.
My name is Bill Drake. I'm currently the station manager with WRVO Public Media. I've been with the organization as of right now a little under 5 years, and things have changed a little bit since I've been here, and it's all part of the growing and the evolving of our organization. The great thing about a question like where is WRVO going is that the answer to that is really up to our listeners, because we're going to be responsive to them. Definitely the foreseeable future is NPR News, local news, to be an information source for our community. We're always responsive to our listeners, and right now they're asking for NPR News, so we're happy to provide that for them.
I am delighted to add my congratulations to WRVO and to SUNY Oswego on this 50th anniversary of service to the region.
It all started at WRVO, and that's why I have such fond memories.
It says a lot for the people involved, both on the national and I think on the local level too.
Even today, as a former employee, someone who commutes to work 45 minutes a day, each day, I listen more and more to WRVO.
Bravo. Job well done.